welcome back to the channel. And it's been a while since I've done one of these videos, that's for sure. Been a little busy with stuff going on, I guess, but been trying to still do as many matches as I can as possible. And I still have the state championship coming up in October, which is only like two and a half weeks away right now, and I'm pretty excited for that. This will be my fourth one in Arizona. I've done pretty good in the past with the state championships in Arizona. The last two have been in Prescott. It's an amazing place. They host it, there. It's just an amazing match, really. I mean, it's hosted by Ruger usually, and I believe they got a few more sponsors, but we'll see who they are on those days when we get there. But like I said, that's only 2.5 weeks from now, and I'm pretty excited about it. And that's one thing's for sure is this is the year I'm going there as a master. I was in A class last year, B class the year before, and B class the year before that, and then the first time I ever shot one, I was a C class shooter. So this was 4 years ago, and now, I finally hit master in Steel Challenge, and it's been great. Pretty close to Grandmaster right now, and Rimfire Pistol Open and Rimfire Rifle Open. We'll focus on the other ones later on down the road. I just wanted to, be prepared for state championship again. So usually I'll take the first half of the year to get other divisions up. And I do have a lot of A classes and like the Open and carry optics and stuff like that. So with that being said, this year's kind of unique. I get to use a couple new firearms to me, and kind of step away from some of the ones I've been using for a while. It's time to step up some of the guns that I've been using, and pretty excited about this one. So I used to use the TX22 Competition. You guys have seen this probably in many videos, a couple reviews, optic add-ons on those videos and stuff like that. So that's been unique to me, being able to do that, work with some of these companies that have sent me some of these things, and thank you to them who have done that. But like I said, it's kind of a big step forward. I have been using a TX22 Competition. Now this is a great gun. It's a tandemized TX22. I didn't buy it as the tandemized one. I did buy it as the standard SCR model, which came with the compensator, and then that's it. I did add the tandem cross trigger. I did add the tandem cross little slide pull, and then bull from Sealy. This has been a great optic. It has it's performed really well for the budget in mind optic, but I have stepped forward from there. It has a massive window. It's incredible. You can see the world through it, so it's very nice for Steel Challenge. But I have learned something new recently, and that is, that is a 3 MOA dot. It is a lot easier to run steel with a 6 MOA dot. I do have an 8 MOA dot on my rifle, and I'll kind of maybe grab that one and kind of show you what I am using for Steel Challenge for the state championship. But it kind of started with the upgrade here. This one's one I've been after for a while, and I found a good deal on one, and I had to have it, so I had to get it. And you just don't come across them laying around all the time. So that's what makes it unique to me. Is like, all right, usually you have to order them, wait for them, whatever the case is, or hopefully someone's giving one up. But that's not the case today. So I did get the new Valquartsen Black Mamba in the camo, and I mean, it is beautiful. This was a step up from what I've been working with for a very long time, and this is where it needs to be. Compensator on it's beautiful. I mean, obviously it's 22, not much, but flatter will be faster. And at the end of the day, I did do a tandem cross thumb rest on here. I don't use it necessarily for recoil because it doesn't have much recoil, but I do use it for finger indexing. So when I put my finger, obviously it's got the safety here, I go here, I know that my finger's laying down in the right spot, so it's more of just indexing for my finger. So I do love it. Tandem cross makes a fantastic product for multiple guns, and this fits, I mean, it'll fit your standard 9mm or any gun with a tack rail on it. So it's been awesome. I do like it, so I did add it to this one. It definitely helps with just positioning, especially when it comes down to speed. On top right here, I do have the Mechanic MO3 optic. I do love it. It's got a 6 MOA. It's a very clear clean glass look. I do enjoy it. I have an SRO on one of my limited optic guns, and this optic is very comparable to it, so it is nice to have something that isn't necessarily expensive but does perform really well. It has a top mounted battery as well, you know, that's what we like, so we don't have to take the optic off, re-zero it and stuff like that. So very strong, very rigid, not like I'm dropping it, I'm not running around with it. It is Steel Challenge at the end of the day. So I'm very excited about this gun. It is a beautiful firearm. I mean, the functionality of this firearm is absolutely amazing. The bolt design is flawless. It is smooth. It works really well. The magazines are awesome. The way they design the magazines to help with reliability is amazing. And this really surely is what a competition pistol is in Steel Challenge. So it's going to be a great competitor. I'm looking forward to using it in the state steel championship. Like I said, I have in the TX22, you know, that made me all the way to master. And when I say master, it's 94.66. So after state championship, I most likely will be a grandmaster in the rimfire pistol open, and hopefully I will be a grandmaster in the rimfire rifle open as well. But I am pretty close to that as well. It is in the 94s as well, just the lower 94s. 1% in the game of speed is astronomical. You wouldn't believe how fast that is, 1%. You know, it takes a lot more to get to the grandmaster from master. So I'm excited for this. This is one thing I've been working towards when I went into Steel Challenge. And then, like I said, you know, the TX22, she did the job for so long, and you know, I'm going to continue to use it as a trainer gun probably in the future for my kid or whatever, have them use it, because it is a fantastic firearm. It does work really well, but the difference comes out into the actions and how they work. You know, this firearm is smooth, it is great, it works really well. And like I said, I have competed in the master level. I have won most of my matches, if not in the top 5 in every match I compete in with Steel Challenge with a TX22. So it's half the budget of most of these guns. A Valcourtson can cost you in the 2K range or more, while a TX22 fully modified costs you 800 bucks. So I have been competing well with that gun, and I have done really well with that firearm, and I'm looking forward to what the Valcourtson Black Mamba is going to do. You know, more money doesn't always equal more skills, but it does have a 3-pound lighter trigger. It does have a smoother bolt action, and the reliability tends to be a little bit better on that firearm as well. So when it comes down to it, once again, the speed, it is who's going to run, who's going to jam, because a jam, it's all over. Most of these things are 1 second, 1.5 second, you know, to be competitive. So you don't slap, rack, and bang in 1 second, unfortunately, especially with 22s. They're not like your generic firearms, you know. You can't just turn the slide and grab here. Well, that's the barrel, so you have to come back and rack it. So there's no quickness there. You can get quick, but you're not going to be fast enough to stay competitive at that point. So pretty much a jam ends your stage. So that happens, and you know. So I'm going to kind of talk about the rifle real quick. So I'm going to bring it in here real fast, just so you guys can kind of see why I'm kind of matching the levels here, because the rifle is fully built. It's a fully custom rifle that I have done from start to finish, and I can kind of show you where it started from as well. But let me grab that real fast. So here's a sweet firearm to me. I've spent some time with companies. I've gotten some discounts and stuff like that, and I've worked with a couple of them, but this thing is nice. This is the epitome of what I expect from a 1022 in a competition realm. So right here is my 1022, and it's magnificent, super light, and it performs really well. We're going to start from the top here. So the top, it's going to have that tandem cross compensator. It does work really well. It displaces the gases, but once again, it's a 22, it's more for looks. But you know, flatter is faster. It probably lowers it a couple degrees in angle when you have some recoil, right? But it displaces gases, so you're not overgassing. I do have a Tac Solutions barrel. I do love this barrel. I have used a few of their barrels. Very accurate, very easy to install, and they're absolutely 100% the lightest barrels that you can put on these firearms. I've never had any issues with any of them. I've seen them ran at many firearms as well. I actually used to run their barrels on an old Browning Buckmark. That was my first open division gun. I did use it with Tactical Solutions as well, and Tandem Cross, and it did well, but it couldn't keep up with the speed. I had more malfunctions than I had successful runs with that gun, so it was time to move on, and that's when I moved on to another one, a Ruger and stuff like that. But TX22 ended up being the most reliable for the longest time, so we stuck with that one. On top here, I do have that Seymour that has an 8 MOA dot. This makes it very clear and concise, and when I aim at the target, that it shows that dot fresh right over the white, and it's just very clear. It makes it very simple. It's very easy to pick up. It has a beautiful viewing. I mean, you can really see that huge sight picture, so you have that natural angle. When you bring it up, your eye is right within line with the target. So awesome optic. And then kind of the cherry on top is I do have a Faxton Firearms receiver and bolt. This is the bread and butter. I have used many receivers and bolts. Everybody makes a really good one. You know, Valcorsa makes an amazing one. Ruger's performance models aren't really nice, but I've been working with the Faxtons for a while. I've been running them on a lot of 1022s. Flawless. Their bolt design is amazing as well too. Probably up there with some of the other companies. I've had no jams, no problems with this. As long as you keep it clean, keep it oiled, it performs really well. So I've been very excited about that. I do have a Boyd stock. It's very nice, very nice. I do love the Boyd stocks. It just fits your hand right, you know, you get that good grip, and that is appreciated when you're trying to make sure you're moving quickly and keeping the weight light, because the Boyd stocks are super light. I mean, this thing weighs as much as a soda, maybe a 12-ounce soda, you know, nothing too crazy, but it's super light, it's super smooth. I mean, the action's very easy. I mean, it doesn't matter what finger you use, it functions well. So I do have the Tactical Solutions mag release. It's just nice to just do that. Just boop, push, mag comes out. Makes life 10 times easier. So it's a small, minute thing, because I'm not doing fast tactical reloads, but I am releasing it, being able to get it in. It's just a little bit easier to do that. So it's just life of convenience. But I just kind of wanted to show that. If you guys want to see more on this firearm, let me know, and I'll do a few more videos on it. I am doing another build currently. It's going to be a full front to back Faxton build on it. So I will be running their barrel, their compensators, their receivers, their bolts, everything except for the stock. So, and then obviously the trigger. We'll figure out what trigger we want to do with that one. I do run a Valcorsa trigger in this one, so performs really well. One of the lightest out there, so I just like how it runs. Well, I'm going to go ahead and put this back quick, and I'll be right back. So back to what I was saying. If you want more videos on these firearms or more videos like this, please hit the comments below. I do read them. I will acknowledge them as well, most of them. And then, you know, if you want to see more videos on the TX22 competition, I would love to do more. Of course, you know, if you have any questions about them, you know, leave it in the comment section. I'm good for that. And then we are definitely going to have more videos with the Valcorsa Black Mamba. This is a 4.5-inch model, by the way, not the 6-inch model. Kind of wish I would have found the 6-inch model, but it doesn't make much of a difference. It still feels good. I like it a lot. That's just preference, and honestly, we'll see how it does. So, like I said, guys, thank you for chiming in again. It's been a while. I'm going to try to get more videos out there and do more these days. I've been kind of throwing some filler videos in there, so once again, I do appreciate it. Like I said, if you guys want to see any more videos on some of the other firearms, there is more coming out for other firearms that I do have and optic systems. So thank you again. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.